Hey, welcome back to Steady Money Stock Trading Channel. My name is Anthony. Today I'm going to go over how to select your covered call strike prices using Delta, right? Delta is one of the Greeks of options trading, and today I'm going to show you how to use it to select the best strike on your covered calls to get the best outcome and meet your goals. All right, let's get started. All right, first thing you want to do is go to barchart.com. You're going to have to start a free membership here to use this data, but once you do that, this is a great tool for doing stock option selections, right? Now you can also use your broker site if you're with Fidelity or Schwab or whoever you're with. They all have information too, but I like to use this as well. So today we're going to start out with Oracle as a stock that we're going to use as our example. So you type in the ticker symbol here, then you come down, you go to option prices, right? And once you do that, it pulls up the typical options chain, right? In the money is shaded, out of the money is not shaded on this site. Then you got all the strike prices over here on the left. You got your bids, your ask, your mid. Over here you have, let's see if I can find it. We're going to go back to, down to January 16th is going to be the option we're looking at for today. And we don't see any of the Greeks here. Here they are. Here's Delta, okay? You're going to go all the way across to the Greek called Delta, right? So now what you want to know about Delta is in general, it dictates the movement of the options price in relation to the stock price as of this moment. Now let me explain that more thorough, right? This 0.45 delta right here. So right now we're looking at a strike price for January 16th on Oracle, a covered call. If you were to sell it right now at the $30 strike price, what Delta is telling us is that every time that stock goes up $1, the price of this option that you bought for $13.30 will go up 45.26 cents. All right. Now that's not an absolute forever, but that's right now as I'm speaking, looking at this number. If Oracle goes up $1, it goes from whatever price it is right now. It goes from 220 up to 221. If it does, then this option is at $13.30. Well, it's going to go up 45.26 cents. Okay. Now, if you look down here at a different strike price, let's go to the 260. If the option was to go up and you were to buy this or sell this cover call, and if the strike price was to go up $1, then this option will go up by 22.72 cents in price, right? The option price. So it would go from $5.35 up to $5.58 roughly, for one movement in stock price, all right? So it's exponential growth on the options. That's why people like to trade them. You make a lot more on options than you would on the price movement of a stock. But it goes both ways. You can also lose just as fast as you make. So you got to be very careful and use them strategically. That is why we always sell. We only sell options in covered call situations, right? You're always a seller. You're never a buyer of a short-term call. So that's one way of using Delta. The other way of using Delta that has become widely accepted is its probability of an outcome. So a lot of people believe, and this is not an absolute, it's not 100% true, but it is widely believed, and it's a general accuracy, that whatever the delta is, that is the probability of the outcome. Let me explain that one more time, or let me repeat it first. Whatever the delta is, that is the probability of the outcome. All right, so right here at the 245 strike price, if you were to sell this cover call to someone right now, it's generally accepted that you now have a 30.098% chance of that call expiring in the money. And in the money meaning they would buy the stock from you. All right, so if you sell this option right here for 245, you have a 31%, we'll just say 30% chance that you're going to get called out at expiration and that stock's going to get called away from you. Now you're still going to get to keep this premium that you collected when you sold it, but they're going to buy the stock off you at $245. Now, you may like that, you may not, but you can use this as a probability to help you strategize. So let's just say you're someone who's owned Amazon stock. Nope, I'm sorry, we're looking at Oracle. You've owned Oracle stock for a while, and you want to keep it in your long-term portfolio. You see growth in it, and you don't want it to get called away. You want to hold it long-term. Then you might want to go and say, hey, I'm going to sell a covered call with a lower probability. I'm going to sell one that's only got a 10% chance of being called away. Well, the only one I can see on this chain is a 16. That's near into money. We're going to go here and change it to go to all strikes. We'll show 50. 50 should give us enough. Okay, so this shows a little more strikes that are available. Well, let's say I want to hold on to that stock. I don't want to get called away. I'm going to go down here and sell this 0.09. So now there's a 9% chance that that stock is going to get called away from me if I was to sell this cover call to someone. How much am I going to get? I'm going to get $1.63 right now in my pocket, passive income for me to keep, guaranteed, and there's a 9% chance that it's going to get called away from me. So it's very unlikely, right? I'm going to keep the stock. 9 out of 10 times I'm going to keep it. Now, if it is getting close to where it's going to get called away from you, let's just say after 3 weeks you realize, wow, the stock's up to 290 or 289. I'm afraid it's going to get called away. There's rolling techniques you can do to avoid getting it called away. There's other videos I have that are coming out that you'll be able to watch to show you how to do that. So you want to subscribe to make sure you get updated when I put those videos out on how to roll. So that's very important if you do not want to get called out, right? You sold it at a 9% chance you're going to get called away from you, but now it's at 1 out of 10 times it's going to happen, and you don't want it to happen. How do you avoid it? Well, there's a way, and I can show you. If you want, put something in the comments below. Ask a question. I'll come out with the video sooner rather than later, but I'm going to be posting it soon, so you want to subscribe to make sure you get that notification, okay? Now, there are some other things you want to know about delta probabilities. A generally accepted outcome when selling covered calls, and this is not an absolute either. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you some general beliefs that I feel the market has, and other people share that belief with me. And that is that a 30 delta covered call is kind of the best of both worlds, right? It gives you really good premium. You're going to sell it. You're going to make $700 right up front, guaranteed money in your pocket to keep, no matter what the stock does. And then you have this upside. You got a $20 upside of making capital appreciation on that stock movement. So you're getting money when the stock goes up, plus you're getting guaranteed money if the stock stays the same or goes down, right? So you're really getting a happy medium, and it's generally accepted that around the 30 delta is where that happens, okay? So I'm not saying go out and do 30 delta calls or cover calls. I don't do them like that. I have other strategies that are a little more sophisticated. These are basics, basic guidelines on how to get you started. If you want to learn advanced systems, I have them for you. Again, just subscribe so you make sure you get notice of this. But general basic rules, a lot of people do 30 deltas. It's a happy medium to get capital appreciation plus good passive income, right? Now, another general accepted belief in the option world is that if you go out to about 45 days in time, DTE, and you sell an option, it's generally accepted that the expected move happens at right around the 16 delta. So you pick an option, a cover call that's right around 16 delta. So I'm going to say 17.85. It's not quite 16, so I'm going to go to the next one, right? It's 13. 16 is unavailable. So if you pick around a 16 delta option, that is what the market has mathematically calculated as the probability of what is expected, what's called the expected move. So the expected move of the strike of the price of that stock is expected to go from 230, right, to 280 in the next, whatever the date you selected, up from now to January 16th. The expected move would be from 230 to 280. Right? Now, the expected move is not an absolute. It's a calculation based on probabilities of the market, based on all the options that have been purchased and sold in this particular instrument. It also works the opposite way. So now it's saying, gee, the expected move is a $50 high. Well, it can also be a $50 low. So in that case, it would say, gee, the expected move is that the stock is going to go somewhere from 180 to 280 from now until January 16th. So for that reason, a lot of people will buy options or sell options or play options on that probability, the expected move. Now, it's not necessarily as accurate when you go to a weekly option or a 2-week option, even a 3-week option. It's been proven to be more accurate when you get around a 45-day or later period, okay? So when you're getting out there, you say, gee, you can use that in your calculating of what you want out of your trading goals, right? I want to keep the stock Well, I'm going to sell the expected move. It's expected to go here. Maybe I'll go a little bit further, one strike out of the expected move, just give me a little more safety of not getting called away if I want to keep the stock. I'm still going to bring in $200 on one option contract, and I'm going to own the stock, right? And for another $60 gain. Not a bad way to go, okay? Not a bad way to go. Is that the way I go? No, I don't trade like that. This is a basic concept. Once you get better at trading options, you can learn more advanced concepts. Again, subscribe to this channel and I'll teach you some of those. All right, but it's not a bad way to go. So remember that expected move is a 16 delta, generally accepted. 30 delta is a pretty good happy medium of getting good premium and capital appreciation. But one strike out of the money is always going to pay the best. And a lot of people just do that. That's all they do. They buy the stock, they sell the first strike, they get called away, they do it again. Right? But when you want to get strategic, you really want to grow your wealth exponentially. You want to get way more than $13 for a $230 strike. I can show you ways to do that. Right? You want to stay in the market. You want to learn how to roll. Let's just say you sell a 10 delta call option against your stock at 290. Right? You think, oh, the expected move is down here at 280. I'm going to go 290. It's not going to get called away from me. And then all of a sudden the stock shoots up to 289, and now you're like, gee, I might get called away and I really don't want to. What can I do? Well, there's ways to avoid that from happening at that point. It's called rolling. And I can show you how to roll that strategically to bring in more money and avoid the stock being called away from you, okay? There's a lot of different things you can do in the world of options. These are just the basics. So again, study this. Rewatch this video a few times if you have to. Make sure you understand it. Practice these techniques, get really good at them, then subscribe to get my advanced features so you can learn how to make even more money from your option trading.